All right, so I'm gonna show you guys a kettlebell flow that is a swing, a clean, a snatch, boom, overhead, to a press. One of the things you guys wanna think about when it comes to doing your kettlebell work is understanding the hinge. The hinge of the hips is huge, especially in anything that you do kettlebell-wise. If I take my hands and I literally hit the crook of my hip and push my hip back, this is my lunge position. This is where I want to be at the bottom. I want to create tension in my hamstrings and my glutes to push that kettlebell back out. I'm not muscling it with my hands. I'm not double dipping it or anything like that. It's not like you're trying to groove on someone. You want to snap that hip. And you'll see a lot of the times when I do my kettlebell stuff, I literally snap my hip and I pull my knees up into my quads by squeezing my quads and making myself as tall as possible. Abs go tight. That's what creates momentum for that kettlebell. One of the other things you can think about is if I had like a barbell or a dumbbell in my hand, we'll say this was a dumbbell, and I wanted to throw it into the sky as high as possible. If I just did this, it's only going to go so high. But if I got into this position and I threw it up, by snapping my hips and throwing it up, it's going to get a whole lot more distance. So, something to think about there. Now we're going into what the exercise is. So we have our kettlebell set up, making sure that it's in the nice triangle that's out in front of me. I never want to start with the kettlebell here and then swing it. That's just got trouble written all over it. Also for your back, it's really bad. So, kettlebell starts out in front of you. I want to put my hands in the hip, reach out for the kettlebell. Now I can squat until my hands touch that kettlebell, bend it on its side. I want to hike it, clean. We're going to bring it to this position. So swing we handled, the clean, you're literally going to be taking the thumb. I prefer to put the thumb back towards the crotch. When I snap my hip, I want to let my elbow start to bend and I'm pulling that kettlebell. Once it makes it just above my belly button, I'm literally just turning my hand to this position. Thumb, turn that hand, elbow stays nice and tight by the side of the ribs so that I can lock in and catch that kettlebell with a nice vertical forearm. So, a swing to a clean. So swing, clean, it lands nice and soft. You noticed it didn't go, if it's doing that, it's immediate feedback that you're not doing it right. The next exercise is a snatch. So that clean that we already got to here, we want to follow it and sit underneath it and punch that ceiling. So we come up, catch, that kettlebell at this position here, the kettlebell itself should be rotated to about here, to where I'm chasing that kettlebell, my hand underneath to catch above my head. I also want to make sure at the top, my bicep is behind my ear. I don't want to be here, I want to be here. To bring it back down, we're going to bring it back down to the press, back down to the bottom. So we'll go through those two moves. We'll go swing, clean, snatch, press. So I'm locked in, swing, clean, snatch, overhead, bring it back down, press. So I'll show you guys what this would look like all the way through without stopping. Kettlebell starts out in front, swing, clean, snatch, press. That would be one on that side, bring it back down, park it, go to the other side. So, you can always fast forward to the start of this if you guys already know the exercise and you just want to do the swing clean, but I thought it would be really good for me to stop and explain it to you. Peace.